Hi, my name is Megan Perano, and I am a senior at McWanago High School in Wisconsin. I am currently 18 years old, and you could definitely say that I've had a privileged childhood growing up. Whether it's my mom and dad or my sisters, I've always had a loving family that's guided me on the right path growing up. For children in Afghanistan and Pakistan, their life is a different story. Taliban comes into cities and systematically recruits and trains children to be suicide bombers, forcing families to give up their children as young as 7 years old. The children's training can take anywhere from 4 to 7 months of being held captive. The children learn how to detonate suicide vests, and once they are at camp, they are not allowed to leave and see family ever again. Children often have handlers. Handlers make sure that the children don't back out of the plan. If the child does not blow himself up, the handler will blow the child up. This is an example of a boy that Taliban used to promote suicide to kill U.S. Marshals that were passing by. Taliban leaders say there's an advantage to using children over adults because they accept what their leaders say. They convince and brainwash children that their God Allah will send them to paradise for religious honor. In order to show the children that suicide isn't the answer, my plan is to do a pen pal or mentoring group through a school called Saboon. I have contacts John Horgan and Mia Bloom that are part of the school. Kids that are saved from Taliban groups attend here to learn that life is worth living. Taliban had isolated them and shown false videos. Many times, Taliban tries to bombard the school to get the children back to their training. This is an example of a Taliban graveyard on the outskirts of a town. Taliban does not mark the names of the children on the graves, and as you can see, there are many lonely graves among the terrain. Adults are supposed to be the people that guide children as they're growing up. With this mentoring or pen pal group, I believe it'll be more relatable being closer in age. Although many of us do not have an extremist view of Allah like people in the Middle East, we have the opportunity to tell them the great things that are worth doing while alive on planet Earth.